I am lucky enough to have been playing for a very long time. I started with the Suzuki method, which was all by ear, which set me up really nicely later on when I wanted to try and go into some different styles of playing that involved a lot of oral learning, a lot of fiddling and other genres of music. Recently I've been playing a mix of classical music, freely improvised music, and a lot of different folk musics, and doing a lot of playing where those things overlap. So I do some composing myself, and then I play a lot of music that has multiple influences in it. But I also am a teacher, so I do a mix of teaching and performing in my work, and a lot of that overlaps too with the teach a lot of improvisation.
Cool. So what attracts you to improvisation?
It's something that takes a lot of practice no matter what level of technical performer that you're at. Well, one of the things that I love about it for my students is that it's something that you can jump into even with knowing just one or two notes on the instrument. And then for myself as a performer, it's a real challenge to constantly be coming up with the right limits and the right boundaries, because free improvising is so limitless and boundaryless. But it's a really nice freedom to be able to play with, bringing all different parts of yourself into one piece of music.
Would you tell us about your instrument?
Oh, sure. It's not just my own playing that has changed, but I've gotten to hear the sound of this violin and the wood, develop over time, and it kind of mature. I've had it since about 96. I liked some of the clarity, the fact that it gets a little dark, but not overly so. I can still get a lot of sound out of it. The most recent larger project that I worked on was all music that was inspired by Zion National Park, and I spent a month as an artist in residence there writing music inspired by the park surroundings. Some of them were for string quartet, some were for folk and cello duo, some are for this free improvised vibraphone and violin trio called Thread Ensemble. It's called Artist in Residence. It's available on all the platforms, including CD Baby, and on my website too.
You primarily or exclusively earn your living with your music, is that right?
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very broad definition of what it means to be a musician. I'm also a grant writer for a music organization that I teach for, and I'm a teacher of the styles that I perform. So in my mind, that's all part of it. So I call myself a musician. It's simple, it's to the point.
So we were looking on your website, and there's a quote that says, "Rachel's a beast," which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Why do you think he said that? What?
Oh, he was a former president of New England Conservatory, and I think it's something that I appreciate when it is recognized, because a lot of times people who are a little soft-spoken or quiet are seen as being very tentative or unsure or sensitive, and that's seen as a really bad thing. But sometimes people can sense the thoughtfulness or see fearlessness in your playing, or in those moments when you're having a conversation about something meaningful. And it's something that I aspire to, especially in my music making, is that fearlessness.